Welcome, curious minds. Ever wonder if a tabletop game rulebook could be more? Like a key to a whole universe?
Exactly.
Today we're doing a deep dive into one, Hollow Skies, a sci-fi adventure TTRPG.
And our mission really is to pull out the cool world building, the unique game stuff, and give you a fast track to understanding what makes it tick.
Right.
For those familiar with TTRPGs, think collaborative storytelling, but on this huge galactic stage.
Okay, let's jump in. This universe is set way out there, right?
Yeah.
30th century.
Yeah, 2902 to be precise. Humanity's spread out across the solar system by that.
But what really set things in motion, there must have been a turning point.
Oh, absolutely. The big one was finding alien wormhole tech back in the late 21st century on Titan, Saturn's moon.
Alien tech. Okay, that sounds big.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it led straight to this thing called the Gate Rush. Basically, thousands of people, they call themselves escapists.
Escapists. Fleeing what?
Earth. It was facing this massive environmental collapse, so they used these wormhole gates to leave. But here's the kicker. They found 3 gates, used 2, and then destroyed them. Just wrecked them on their way out to a new system, Asgard.
Wow, burn the bridges completely. Talk about desperate measure.
Exactly. Shows how far people will go. And that, plus the Earth disaster around the 24th century, it totally reshaped everything.
Leading to the 3 realms of humanity I see here. Sounds like a new political setup.
Pretty much. It's this tense Cold War, lots of spying, little skirmishes, but no big open wars. Stagnation, really.
Okay, so who are the big players? The 3 realms.
Right. First, you've got the Earth Alliance. Used to be the top dog.
Used to be.
Yeah, now it's mostly these super rich elites living it up in fancy orbital habitats.
Yeah.
Down Earth itself, it's almost post-apocalyptic for most people left behind.
Ooh, stark contrast. That's one realm. What's number 2?
That would be the Martian Consortia. Think mega corporations running the show. A powerful corporatocracy.
Corporatocracy. So companies are the government.
Essentially, yeah. Red Suns Inc., the big one. They control assets from Mars clear out to Pluto. Seats on the governing board are literally earned based on how much money a corp makes.
Money equals power. Quite literally. Okay, realm 3.
The Rigel Colonial Assembly, or RCA. They're out in the Rigel system governing colonies. Democratically elected, supposedly the energetic, dynamic part of humanity.
Sounds more hopeful.
Maybe. But the source mentions a creeping authoritarian bent. They've been annexing territory, sometimes pretty violently. So even democracies can slide,
Right. Power corrupts, even far from Earth. Okay, so those are the big 3 powers. Are there other important groups floating around?
Oh, yeah. There's Jump Point Station, huge independent space station out by Titan, near where those wormholes were found.
Strategic location.
Exactly. It's neutral ground. The place where the big powers try to sort out their issues without fighting makes its mayor incredibly influential, one of the most powerful people around, just by running this neutral hub.
Interesting. What else? Any less savory elements?
Definitely. You've got Polycorp. Don't let the name fool you. They're space pirates, but highly organized, like a real corporation.
Organized pirates?
Yep. They either aggressively recruit smaller pirate crews or just destroy them, and they demand payment from regular spacers.
Yeah.
Ruthless efficiency.
A corporate model for piracy. Okay. And one more here. Children of the Titans. Sounds intriguing.
It's a broad movement, really. People who believe the aliens who built the wormholes also, guided humanity's ancient past.
Bit mystical. Any specific groups within that?
There's one called Titans Chosen. They're an extremist religious sect. They think genetic modifications like making cyborgs or these HEROs we'll talk about are sacrilegious, messing with humanity's grand plan, they say.
So wrestling with what it means to be human when technology changes us. Okay, let's shift to that. How do you actually play in this world? What are characters like?
Characters have these core stats: stamina, speed, smarts, and swagger, the S stats.
Swagger. Interesting choice, not just strength or dexterity.
Right. It suggests things like charm, confidence, quick thinking are just as key as being tough or fast. And the races aren't aliens. They're different kinds of humans. Modified humans.
Like cyborgs. Tech-integrated people.
Exactly. Cool mods, unique abilities. But there's a risk of system overload if they push too hard.
Okay. And HERS.
Genetically engineered human resources, designed for extreme conditions. Super resilient, but they have this drawback called twilight. Over time, they permanently lose some health or will or focus, a built-in decline.
A heavy price for power. Any others?
Yep, espers, psyche powers, mental abilities, but they risk crippling migraines. So every advantage has a built-in cost, adds a lot of choice.
Makes sense. How does the game encourage players working together?
It really pushes collaborative play. You're encouraged to use your character's unique traits, like their background story or their archetype, creatively to get bonuses, earn experience. And there are team effort scenarios where the whole group has to work together on one big challenge, often against the clock.
Cool, so it's not just about individual actions.
Right? It emphasizes the group dynamic.
So just from looking at a rule book, we've sketched out this whole universe. Advanced tech, complex politics, even questions about what being human means.
We really have. This deep dive into Hollow Skies, it just shows how these games can explore really big ideas.
Yeah.
What happens when we can literally redesign ourselves? How do societies handle power and freedom when the stakes are so high?
Yeah.
Maybe something to think about even when you're navigating your own, perhaps slightly less galactic realities.